the Scarlet Knights.
Patience.
Fouls against Gordon Winchester.
The whole philosophy, switch this if need be later.
Underneath is Redden, Mark Redden, and Rutgers on the board, 2-0.
Honorable, admirable, deserving. To the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, it means all of that and more. It means Steve Worthy, a junior college transfer who leads the team in scoring, assists, steals, and three-point shooting. Today, Steve Worthy and the Scarlet Knights take on a very worthy opponent.
And Jamal Phillips with the inside presence. The conference is
trying to make a stand at home, blocking out a tough overtime loss at George Washington as the Scarlet Knights try to rally at the rack. With a loyal following on hand, Steve Worthy is hoping to shine in an important Atlantic 10 matchup. Problems with side is Mark Redden. Aggressive play on their home court, where they're 26-7 in Atlantic 10 play. The Knights are counting on do-it-all player Steve Worthy to lead them to another crown. Our officials tonight are Gene Monjay, Tommy.
Now he just has to have the team play. He wants, like as you say, the atmosphere is here. The students are out there, they're pumped. The alumnus are pumped. Now let's see if that will turn over and get the team.
College hoop highlights, including Steve Worthy and Rutgers as they get set to take on the Peacocks of St. Peter's next.
For Rutgers, a chance for another strong finish and a possible postseason berth. And he wanted to talk about his team.
And his suspenders.
Play of guard Steve Worthy.
+9 sophomore from Haddonfield, New Jersey. Rutgers head coach Bob Wenzel is recovering from the flu and is not with us today. Rutgers will be led by assistant coaches Eddie Jordan and Jeff Mitchell.
We played nearly 2 minutes. Mike Jones tries for the first points and delivers.
The man is Steve Worthy. The Trenton native leads the Scarlet Knights in scoring, assists, and steals. Worthy provides Bob Wenzel with strong floor leadership. Tonight, Rutgers is hoping its quickness and athletic ability leads to a celebration in this Atlantic 10 rivalry.
It'll take some time to get adjusted, but he's come in, he's led this Knights in scoring, played some very good defense.
Lineups, let's go to public address announcer Jim Wilson. As you can see, Bob Wenzel, the 1971 Rutgers graduate, who has led his team to 2 NCAA bids and an NIT appearance, and just going up against John Chaney and the Temple Owls. Right now, we'll go to Jim Wilson for the starting lineups.
Good evening and welcome to the Lewis Brown Athletic Center. Darryl
said, push these guys, and I'm sure Coach Wenzel has said, let's kind of get on the boards.
Just to go from a very frenetic pace on defense to patience on offense, and Worthy drills the three-point basket. Then came back and blew out Lafayette. Kirill's all.
When I thought that they were kind of slacking off on their play a little.
They swing it to Worthy. Worthy down low, and there's the inside jam by Darryl Smith off the feet. Down low, and there's the inside jam. Down low, and there's the inside jam. Low, and there's the inside. Oh, and there's the inside jam by Darryl Smith.
This year, the Scarlet Knights hope to play the role of the spoiler. Opening tip-off is coming up next from a very loud Palestra in Philadelphia.
Phillips again works it inside. There's a reason.
Number 32, Darryl Smith.
Just 15 points in the first half. Jones finally breaks.
Rich inside, he will score.
Two-guy now. They need somebody inside to score the basketball for Rutgers, and Bob Wenzel hopes the front.
They've got to look deep.
Caver gives it up. Worthy scores. It's 4-0 Rutgers.
It's by Redden, blocked by Weiler, and it goes out of bounds.
Will replace Mike Jones. Rich playing
Quarterfinal round game of the 1992 Atlantic 10 tournament. And Rich off the boot.
And Worthy dishing it off to Mike Jones. Good work.
If Rutgers does have a problem, Len, they don't have depth with
St. Peterson running any type of inside game.
Veterano misses underneath. Mike Jones brings it back out. This is Worthy. Gets it to drop. He played a game in Arizona.
Shot, and Santiago takes down the miss. Working against Basie, he'll go all the way.
Rutgers down by a 3. Worthy could try to tie it here. Does.
See if he completes the hat trick.
Can't get it to fall. Hard work inside there by Holland. He can't get a hold of it, and now the Scarlet Knights come on the attack. The bucket will count for Steve Worthy and the foul. Worthy.
Jones misses the open shot from the baseline. Johnson rips the rebound away from Weiler, but it went out of bounds. Off tempo, and it'll be Rutgers ball. The fans here like it in Piscataway.
That time Johnson was trying to be a little bit.
Worthy. Oh, he can shoot it out there and nail
The hair. Challenges. Gets it rejected. Good call. Andy Higgins. Yes, indeed. Good call.
Open shot for Lumpkin. And Donnell.
Rutgers fans are hoping for.
Worthy line drive, three-pointer. Take the charge, but he'll be called on the foul.
Excellent body control by Jamal Phillips. The left.
And the Scarlet Knights lead it by 3, and here's a 3 for Santiago. It's good, plus the foul. They're going to call a foul down low, and this will go against
Three-point range, Santiago, but Phillips inside trying to jockey
Colonials. Nice reject.
Great hustle by Steve Worthy, timing his leap so he can catch the ball right before it hits the glove.
Foul goes on the program at 28 as we see Alvin Rich coming in, replacing Mike Jones. 25-point performance against St. Peter's here on Saturday. Makes them both, and there's a timeout on the floor with the score. Massachusetts 10 and Rutgers 5. We'll be right back. Piscataway. I'm Pat Scanlon along with Roy Hinson, NJN Sports PSE&G Game of the Week. Tonight it's an Atlantic 10 matchup. Temple and Rutgers. Rutgers clinging to a 4-3 lead, but the bigger story is Darrell Smith, who was Bob Wenzel's first recruit. With the floater inside with some authority. I'm okay.
De Silva had the rebound taken away by Smith, and then Wickheiser with a block shot. Well, they're just killing them on the offensive boards.
Here's the hair. Nice rejection indeed.
Anything with it, and the turnover. And Lumpkin with the defense. Antoine Allen turns it over.
Creighton Drury out ahead to Steve Worthy. Yes.
There's your bump. The continuation, the offhand, the left hand, and he gets the roll here at the Palestra. So
are another story. Princeton has a 29-game home winning streak and a unique style of play that gives you fits.
Virginia and Rutgers all tied up at 7-all with 15 minutes and 18 seconds to play here in the opening half. A pair of three-pointers by Chris Leonard has allowed West Virginia to score the last 6 points. Will force it in there. Weiler keeps it alive, and Chuck Weiler hits it.
No, they're sort of zoning up, GWs, on that weave.
Big three-point shot there.
John Calipari and Bob Wenzel, the captain from Morrisville, Pennsylvania, back in the lineup. Tommy Scott calls the foul, and
shot. Maybe try to work a double screen in there somewhere and try to get someone wide open. Rutgers has a small team in there.
So the Scarlet Knights in the midst of a 14-2 run by Rowe, back out to Redden for 3.
That's what's giving them the momentum.
Lumpkin for 3.
They've had to force a few shots, and they need to get something down low or penetrating to the basket. And we see
Worthy misses rim. Rich on the rebound for 2.
Worthy right now on the bench for the Scarlet Knights. Lumpkin nearly lost control of the ball out as well.
For 3.
He's a streak shooter.
Len Stokes, a sophomore.
I'll tell you what, Bob Wenzel's been using.
Here is Rich. Over McCoy. Got it, Elvin Rich.
Almost making the steal in the backcourt.
Always got to watch out for those guards.
There's the lob from Redden to Worthy.
Those guards.
There's the lob from
guards.
There's the lob from
guards.
There's the lob from Redden to Worthy.
Out of his range, certainly. Jones.
You thought Redden was going to chuck and duck, huh?
Jones from the top.
Darrell Smith, offensive glass.
Very good. That time by Darrell Smith.
Is there a 45-second clock?
Yes.
I thought it was a 7-second clock.
That's all.
Exclamation point on a Rutgers win. Their first at Jadwin in 15.
Back from 10 points down at the half, and Rutgers with 5 players in double figures, including 19 for Steve Worthy, who tied the game with seconds left at the foul line and sent it into overtime. UNLV only scored 3 points in OT, and Rutgers pulled it off 91-85 before capacity.
The crowds are great here, and the enthusiasm is great, and it's just a nice night for us.
Worthy, great look for Alvin Rich. And
Number 1 in the Atlantic 10, 5th on the Rutgers all-time list.
Weiler. Chuck Weiler gets it to drop in.
he's got Darrell Smith and Alvin Rich, and Rich's baseline shot won't get it. Fouled up to Phillips. Jamal Phillips, the freshman of the week in the Atlantic. Loose ball picked up by Rich, and Alvin Rich hits it off.
St. Bonaventure Club.
Well, it's tough to play up there. It's so darn cold. But we also saw why this game is so important. The winner of this game goes in a tie for 3rd place, and the loser drops down to 5th. It's a zone. That time they showed it too. Take the ball in strong to see if they can convert on the free throws, because as this game is offense right now.
Getting away from the weave, and it's Mark Redden knocking down the jumper.
3-point jumper now and then.
Worthy again from long range, and Steve end up on the court.
Alan Rose, the best freshman in the league, and the reason he hasn't been getting the minutes is because he's playing with a lot of good players.
They defeated St. Bonaventure yesterday. Worthy pulls a 3 and hits.
I'll tell you what, Worthy's got the whole... Worthy, boy, almost got caught. Good break.
Nice man Johnson, but Mike Jones collects for Rutgers. Mike Jones, who's made the transition from forward to guard, pitching to Worthy, who lays it off glass.
One of my keys for this game was
Worthy lowers the shoulder, glass for 2.
Back out along with Lumpkin for the Scarlet Knights is Bob.
But GW,
Comes Mike Jones to the hoop. I got it. Rebounded up and in by Jamal Phillips.
7% clip, but here in the first half, I don't think they're shooting at 30%. They've had some good opportunities, but not shooting the ball well at all.
Timeout taken here.
Utilize some quickness, taking people off the dribble to make something happen offensively. Jones with a kiss.
Including the talented Keith Hughes, Atlantic 10 Player of the Year. On the drive.
So he has the ability to move all over the court.
Inside look, Jamal Phillips takes the feed from Darrell Smith.
For Rutgers coach Bob Wenzel, who, as we mentioned earlier on, suffering the side effects of the flu. We've got Jeff Mitchell and Eddie Jordan on the bench. Beautiful tip in for Darrell. Beautiful tip in. Beautiful tip in for
Coming up the bench and firing away.
Jones now penetrating and scoring.
Alvin Rich. A 2-point basket for Alvin Rich.
Rutgers hit their last 2 baskets.
Drive to the basket. McCoy blocked by Lumpkin, who stepped.
I mean, he has the potential to do that. He's done that in the last few games where he's been playing well, shooting well. He usually
leads in scoring so far today with 10 points on the bench right now as Holland has his score.
They like to play. Somebody better put ahead of his coach.
Steve Worthy. Lumpkin tries to answer. Yes, from 3-point line.
Pretty good blow by speed, huh?
Goes by, but can't get it.
Santiago to Rich. He can shoot the 3, and he does right there.
I think playing against Jim McCoy's got him going a little bit too.
And he is fouled by Donnell Lumpkin.
By Phillips. Look at the tip and jam there by Darrell Smith. Well over the ball down the floor before the fans can even get in.
Back in Piscataway, our PSE&G game of the week.
Tom would get 3 guys. Tom Young, I'm talking about, would get 3 guys right around the lane, throw the ball up, and say you have to put the ball.
Weiler's shot tipped up and in.
Yeah, the weave hasn't given him too much.
Although you keep shooting those, this is a 4-point play. You bet. That was Alvin Rich out of show the ball. Good fake to the baseline. And, of course, anytime you challenge out there.
To get into their offense. And Phillips in the lane. Count the basket. Gets fouled. Con Smith arguing that he thought there was a travel by a Scarlet.
Worthy. Creighton Drury back on.
Sign up and replaces Alvin Rich.
Drury replaces the look for Phillips. Stokes with the tip, Phillips with the follow. Red now for the Knights.
Okay. Well, with 11:50 to play in the first half, we'll take a break. Rutgers and Temple even at 12. These big guys put it on the floor down low. Kilgore backing in. Offensive foul.
It'll be the 5th team foul against Rutgers.
Tony made an excellent point. When they do switch.
Santiago works against Basie.
Santiago drives, tried to hook up with Chuck Weiler. And it's Alvin Rich who makes it all pay off.
Here's a classic power forward. He's 6'7". He keeps the left pivot foot there. He takes it up strong and gets it to go.
He played that way against North Carolina. UNC shook him up a little bit.
And 6 rebounds.
But what he adds is that penetration and finding people. As you make the free throws, you set up your...
Stokes manufactures.
First half, Rutgers leading the Princeton Tigers 10-9, and we'll be back.
Yeah, what he does right here, he's seeing Worthy the whole time. He's dribbling up, and he's going to make a beautiful pass up towards the basket. Worthy timed his jump great and slams it for 2. Great eye contact.
Bucket here for the Knights would be big, and Rich delivers.
Got him in a running game, but it's come back to haunt him a little bit because Rutgers Weiler back in the lineup and back in the scoring column.
Darrell Smith fights for the rebound, keeps it alive. Santiago for Worthy.
Well, that was game of his freshman year. Lumpkin. That time, the close range rebound.
About a foot away.
Worthy drains the 3. That's a 3
Like a defensive cornerback.
Club this year. Redden for 3. Mark it down. Got to put it through.
And have a look and score a lot of points in a hurry, and he's struggling a little bit now, so you need to look for opportunities for him to score.
And trying for the rebound jam was Daly. Santiago all the way and scores.
Totally without having to worry about getting the ball inside to a guy who
Tries to stop the run at the other end. David Santiago drains the three-point shot.
Away with that one, but he took a little hop there.
Rich in pressure, the bucket and a foul, and the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers have come back. And if Rich can hit the foul shot here, they'll be just 2 away from the lead. What a presence he has.
14. Here's the guy that can answer. Worthy driving and scoring.
Good slicing motion.
Just a little tight, grabbing that rebound.
Nice look. Weiler inside, give the bucket to Jones. The baby bull, Jamal Phillips.
Saturday against UNLV, staying undefeated and confident after 3 games. Beating Princeton to Jadwin, then stopping the Rebels will do.
Opponents that are at opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of style of play.
6-7-2, and Temple is off to a 5-2 start after edging out West Virginia Saturday. But Rutgers players familiar with Temple say, hey, forget the records.
12 on a shot clock. Darrell Smith knocks down the jumper.
Around. Jones keeps it alive and gets the putback.
There's Lumpkin quickly to Rich, and Rich does what he did
Last week in the Atlantic 10, currently leads the Rams in assists, and a nice move.
6 rebounds. I'll give you a couple of old names. The good pressure causes those guys a turnover.
They stay after it. Wenzel applauding his club, and rightfully so.
And take a look at this nice finger roll right over Wickheiser's fingertip. Nothing but
A little too fancy that time, though.
Worthy tries to drive. Counted and the foul.
You're talking about slash and move. That was a great move that time by Worthy. Another look at it. He goes around one player, then another, and another. Goes around 3 guys to get that layup. I mean, that's talking about one.
And he scores 6 points and helps Rutgers trim down that 11-point deficit.
What he do so well is go to the offensive boards. He did a nice...
Jones will take it himself. No, rebound, up and in, Mike Jones.
Again, we saw another good sign of dribble penetration. Missed shot by Jones.
Loses control. Good defense by Worthy. They're going to go 1-on-2. Smith. Yeah. Great timeout. Weiler, the side. Yeah. Great timeout. Bonaventure at McGonigal beating them. Would they be tired tonight in a 9 o'clock start at the Palette?
Stokes, nice move. And the foul.
Glenn Stokes, we've seen him on the offensive glass here in the first half, comes up with the rebound, gets Kennard Robinson off his feet. Now he gets the contact in the body and continues and finishes the play.
Get it to drop. Here come the Knights down the floor. Smith. Send it in. Smith. Send it in. Smith. Send it. Smith. Send it in.
Bounce pass, the only pass, but there's the 6'5" guy against 6'10" Kirkaldy.
Blocked by Donnell.
Down the 45-second clock as Mooney drives.
And Nesmith has it snapped over to Goodman, who was knocked down.
Lumpkin with the steal. The Knights a chance to cut into that deficit. This is Lumpkin for three.
Pointer short. Santiago to Worthy. This time counted in the foul. Worthy wasn't going to jam it, Roy.
No, he didn't want to take a chance. That jam was on the back of his mind as he was going in. So what he did was he let the guy.
Anton Brown picked up the foul, his second, and they're on their feet here at the Athletic Center. Not quite.
Alexander has it stripped away. Drury. This is Alvin Rich pulling up. And the Knights lead it by against West Virginia. Correct myself, that's the 5th turnover against West Virginia. Steve Worthy, who's still Lumpkin. Mismatch there. It goes over Boy. He's got it. Donnell Lumpkin.
Left ankle, but he was a starting point guard for 9 straight games before damaging that ankle, and Santiago took over. And Weave again off the top of the key. And Redden with the 3. He scores, and we've got a 1-point game again, 26-25.
Gotta love this. His team down about 7. And it looked like Seton Hall might be the floor, though. It's tough to deny on the wing. And then great D, and Worthy likes to light it up. Worthy behaves and makes it look.
Well, the Scarlet Knights find themselves down by 2. For Hilscher. Darryl Smith, offensive rebound, and he couldn't collect the pass. Here's Mike Jones. Off glass for 2.
Very acrobatic move that time by Mike Jones.
Worthy draws contact, the pull-up jumper, got the kiss off.
And on him. Santiago, that's a 3 over Michael Williams. Rutgers.
Santiago, 3-point shot.
Right, covered up by saying he was talking to Santiago. I guess they say most referees have ears like Dumbo. They hear everything.
Will inbound the ball from our center court broadcast position here at the Rat. Break. Boom.
A little bit active, but still, Phillips put the... Redden comes right back and answers with his own 3.
Can't get it. Rebound to Smith. Goes glass and a foul.
Jump shot.
Foul.
Down there.
Here's by 4. Jones misses. Rebounds. Off to Phillips. And Phillips with the right-handed shot for 2.
Another 3 for Damon Santiago.
That's his sequence that time. Good unselfish play by Mike Jones.
Bernard Jones, number 45, picks up the foul. It's his first. Jones, who started 25 games as a sophomore, makes
everybody. Rich scores off the right baseline. It's a 2-point.
Rutgers leads it by 3, and Lumpkin goes for 3.
They look down low, swatted away by Mike Jones as he fired the shot by Malloy out of bounds.
And the defense is picking up because the crowd...
Point. Bob Wenzel's Scarlet Knights to within 3, and he'll play. And this Darryl Smith slam dunk gave Rutgers its only lead at 23 to...
Well beyond the 3-point strike. That was an NBA 3.
Yes, and it seemed like...
Alvin Rich intercepts the pass from Mooney. Back to Santiago. Left wing. This is Mike Jones for 2, and Rutgers is on.
With a three-point shooting team for the defense. The ball bounces extremely confident. They're happy with one another. Weiler made this the comment that
we're rotated to McCoy for 2.
Jamal Phillips right back to answer.
23 to go in the first over, so they would be leading comfortably this afternoon. Jones, the tough move inside.
The Scarlet Knights of Rutgers getting back in this one. They still trail 32-23 with 2:27 left. Rutgers playing the 10th toughest schedule in the country, according to the RPI computer, the defensive end.
Yes, got away with a little foul there, wrapping his hands up, but enough to get
Jones. Looks around, quickly took control of the situation. 43 and 15 overall at the rack since it opened.
Didn't get that block, or the counted for the block, but that's what they've been doing. They've been reading beautifully, and then right back by Jones to the glass, gets it. Oh, I thought this was a bad call. Thought the shot was up when
Worthy chases it down. Pretty spin move, gets fouled and has a chance for 3.
Beautiful move by Steve Worthy.
Inside, Smith.
And Jackson had a notion to throw it to Mooney. Picked off by Lumpkin to Rich. Counted. And the foul on Matt Eastwick.
great job of running by Rutgers there. Looking for
a bucket. Phillips follows it in. It's a 6-point.
Darryl Smith now with 5 points. 73% free throw shooter, a senior from Washington, D.C.
Goes inside. Rich for 3, got it.
Alvin Rich, another. Curry comes in. He's a Rhodes Scholar candidate. And he comes in for Jones. Free throws that year in the country from
Lumpkin. Unorthodox, but counting.
Glass outlets to Santiago. Lobbing ahead. Santiago to Worthy for
2 points in the first half. Worthy. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
And here today, it looks as though, Ed, that he has broken out of it when that kind of a shot falls.
Well, all you young basketball,
but Worthy will go. Unusual rotation.
3-pointers. Rutgers had 3, and here's a long one from Steve Worthy.
Yeah, Steve Worthy, who made all 3.
Good look at Bob Wenzel coming into the game with a record of.
But Rich does a great job of cutting them off and gets the offensive foul. Nice crowd here tonight. Students are back in town, and I'm sure the guys are really thankful of that. More support.
Alvin Rich cuts and is fed by Darryl Smith. Here's a steal by Steve Worthy. And he lays it off.
Smith off the inbound. Got it. Lumpkin hands it for.
We would force the players to settle offensively as Jamal Phillips loses the handle, then regains for a deuce.
Have been great ones, right down to the wire.
Cunnick over 20. Mick with the rebound, stripped by Darryl Smith, and Santiago with Worthy on the break, gives it up.
Great fast break.
Gives it up. Gives it up. Gives it up. Tipped up and in by Mike Jones.
Smith looks pretty good. I didn't think they would how they would come out this afternoon, but there's Lumpkin.
Lumpkin with his. There's Red moving in closer and scoring. Mark Red. Second half. Steve Worthy, D'd up by Tony Barbee, finds a way.
That's not the man they wanted the ball in his hands, is Darryl Smith. They wanted it in Jones or Santiago's hands, but Darryl.
With a great ovation, heads to the bench with 12 points, 5 for 7 from the field.
Rutgers weave again, but it's Worthy trying to create off the dribble, and Steve Worthy
does a great job of pushing the ball up, seeing Worthy phase away, and Worthy does the dunk like like he's done in many games.
Up in the hand of Steve Worthy.
And Redden takes a wild shot and banks it in.
That's his first.
Shot in for the from the corner. Mike Jones tips it in. Great angle of the play. You see Jones goes way up and tips it in. One.
Jones, who played at Pennsbury High School. This night spelling by Santiago for three. Good shot. I was wondering where he came into the game needing just 2 career steals to hit the century mark for his career here at Rutgers. Away with the start of the second half, right after this. Well, there's a future Rutgers player, perhaps. McKay and Amos out top. Poles and Worley.
They've been able to shut down inside play, but the outside, the kick back out to Alvin Rich. They've had a...
Donnell Lumpkin. And Donnell, now to their biggest lead of the half, Darryl Smith.
You pretty much are forcing Princeton to play a little bit up-tempo game now.
And so we've played one half of basketball, the second PSE&G game of the week. Well, the Scarlet Knights would like to see his team continue their run. Trail the UMass Minutemen 40-32. We are at halftime. Mark
fouled and made the free throw.
David Santiago with a 3.
Yes, Santiago, he felt that
again. Donnell Lumpkin for Rutgers has been all over the court, and the great outside shooter for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights gets 3 of his 12 points here in the first.
Worthy again goes long range, and Tyler keeps the rebound alive, finds Jones. Mike Jones scores his 7th point.
Well, give an assist to Chuck Weiler to keep.
Looks like he's about 30 years old out there, Phillips does. Just a freshman, and he's playing.
And to Steve Worthy, this one for the highlight reel.
This is true. That's good timing. Good look by Red into Worthy for the alley-oop.
Steve Worthy with 4 points.
And Atlantic 10 that we're a team to be reckoned with. We'll always win tomorrow.
Eddie Jordan, Sellers, Dabney, Manley, Copeland, good ball club. I feel I made Tom Young a lot of money in his career. He's got a lot of wins. He's down at ODU. And it's by Rutgers that you're upset if you're a Rutgers perimeter dribble. There's where you get some action. Good ball. Wiley with the right hand puts it in.
51-26 with 18 minutes left in the contest. A lot of ball from exert himself down. Worthy gets a step on McCoy. Good move to the basket. Won't go. Rebound, Rich. He's got it. 12 points.
Everything from there.
Rich grabs the Youngblood miss. They've got Worthy wide open. He'll take it up strong and score and have a chance for a 3-point play. I thought they might just let him.
Same group that started for the Peacocks in there to start the second half, including Ramey. Talented freshman, and gets it kicked. Worthy at the other end. Worthy with 17.
But we talked about the consistency needed.
Worthy at the other end. Worthy at the other end. Worthy at the other end. Worthy with...
Yes, Santiago pushes the ball up off the strip. Sees Worthy coming out of the corner of his eye, passes to him for a monster slam.
As you said, Steve Worthy can get up here today, but he has prior engagement. His daughter Megan celebrating.
Worthy again.
Well, they got Jones inside.
Mike Jones goes up strong, right off the glass.
Sees that one fall in and out. Phillips inside, works for the offensive.
Comes up empty. Much more alive out. Mike Jones.
The full court pressure as Christarfin is trapped by Worthy and Smith. Worthy, steal and score.
And that's the Rutgers pressure that we used to see.
Another turnover. Worthy jams it home. And Rutgers cuts the lead to 5. And we've got a foul inside. The pushing foul on Mark Strickland, as you really can't hear the whistle at courtside.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. I didn't know where this little confrontation.
Another turnover. Worthy. Another turnover. Worthy jams. Another turnover. Worthy jams it home.
Let him go. Take a look at it. Now, he picks up his second foul in a situation where you've got to just let him go. You're not going to bother him flying.
Leader with the ball, Steve Worthy finding Alvin Rich.
The defense on the weak side.
39, Phillips. Good look to Mike Jones.
He'll do something wrong. Lumpkin, nice head fake.
Good move along the baseline.
McCoy's shot taken down by Worthy. Jones scoops it in.
Out to help, and Mike Jones grabs the rebound. Jones averaging 4.5 rebounds a game. Darrell Smith. Title game. They faced Elizabeth and Luther Wright.
Not having such a great game, as I said earlier. He's definitely going to have to look to pick up the pace a little bit. Going to exploit that if he comes back in, and when he comes back in.
Chuck Weiler.
3 in the Atlantic 10. And Rutgers coach Bob Wenzel says there's no reason for a let.
So as a result of that, we have to be hitting on a lot of cylinders to beat good teams.
Right now, the Scarlet Knights are in sole possession of 5th place in the Atlantic 10 Conference. Jerry.
There's Phillips. Get him down the low.
Revoking your pinstripes and whistle. There's Worthy to Weiler. Counted and the foul, and that may be what Rutgers needs to revive itself.
Yes, that time puts the ball up. They counted the...
Lumpkin slicing and scoring. Donnell Lumpkin.
Mike Medball. Redden with nothing but the bottom of the net at the 3. And Rutgers with a 3.
One by Redden, who checked in for Santiago. Rich scores, so
Rutgers trails it by 9 as Jamal Phillips.
Ryan Caver comes in for Hurley. Bobby Wenzel finding a little something to smile about with Timmy Higgins.
Rutgers, he got him on the way, too.
Another look at the deflection there. Well, it wasn't a deflection. It was just a bad.
Weiler inside, works against Collins. Drop step and a jump hook for Chuck Weiler, who hits it.
Mike Williams turns it over. Here's Darrell Smith. Off glass. 2.
It looked like Darrell lost control of it.
28-27. Lumpkin off glass. Good body control by Donnell.
As you see, Steve Worthy, the leading scorer. Rutgers cannot afford losing to Chuck Weiler. He gives them. Now to Darrell Smith. Followed up by Phillips off the miss from Smith.
But Rutgers couldn't regain the lead as Bob Wenzel and company dropped.
Steve Worthy had 18 for the Scarlet Knights, but
here's a look at Jamal Phillips working against Sonny Holland.
Well, he's having a game of his young career, taking Sonny Holland to school right there on.
Be happy about this early going. The Atlantic 10's non-conference record coming into tonight's game, an outstanding 33-9.
And I forgot about Duquesne, too. John Carroll, former assistant at PJ's. Years ago, I came down to Rutgers, and even in that. And there you go. Worthy, yes. With the roll. Steve with a worthy effort. Thank you. Strong. I say performance.
Off the pressure. It's Rich. It's 2. And the start.
That's Lumpkin for a long 3.
A long 3. That was about it.
Left alone, Darrell Smith in the corner. A 2-point basket by Darrell Smith, and Rutgers.
A couple of guys hot, and you can have a whole new ball game. You don't need those kind of passes.
inside is...
Just keep your man in front of you. Contain. Slough in.
David Santiago with a three-point basket.
He wants it. Got it. First points of the game for Steve Worthy. Come with 13. Glenn Stokes did a real nice job in the opening half on the offensive board. On in place of Mike Jones. Santiago off the dribble.
Worthy lobs for Weiler. Left-handed turnaround by Chuck Weiler. He's got 5.
There to take down the rebound. Worthy with another chance. He doesn't miss off all night.
Santiago works it in the paint to Phillips. Over Johnson. Smart play by Rutgers to
thrust. They're not trying to force the issue. Nice look. Worthy, Smith. The dribble. Caused the...
Rutgers down by 8. Santiago scoops to the hoop. Inside and couldn't hook up with Eastwick, but Eastwick's not done yet. He shot rejected by...
Rich from the baseline.
Veterano.
Now Rutgers going man-to-man out underneath UMass's basket. They've gotten good.
Fouls Harper Williams. Jamal Phillips.
Looked like a pretty good sprint move.
It's short. Rebound Santiago. Ahead to Worthy. Off glass for two. Steve
Pollard takes it away and stolen back by Santiago to Worthy.
And that's what Rutgers needed. They needed the steal right there.
On the inbounds, Rich, Santiago, Rich.
I think that's why you're seeing so many missed shots.
Goodman with a great hustle, but here comes Rutgers. They've got a 3-on-2. Smith to Worthy. 2 for Rutgers.
Jones floating on the baseline, tipped up and in. It was either Phillips or Rich.
Seton Hall shooting 50%.
Kills you on occasion.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It looks good and it's easier to do. You got to work a little bit harder to put it on the floor.
It's nice and easy. It's cool. The hard effort of dribbling between defenders and finding people is what he should.
Versus UNLV, although he shot 7 for 21 Saturday here at the rack. Not a bad Christmas wish, top 10 for Rutgers, and it's a team. Rutgers was picked 7th or 8th by the Atlantic 10 coaches in their preseason poll, and you know a lot of people had sort of forgotten about them. You look at Temple, you look at West Virginia.
The kids didn't like that. The Rutgers kids. When you think of the test of time, which is how you evaluate coaches, nobody expected much from Rutgers and Bobby Wenzel.
Eastwick tries to go around them, and actually while they're blocked,
Santiago forcing Damon Santiago called on the foul. It will be number 3 for the freshman out of the Bronx. Back in a hurry that way, close in this game.
Oh, nice play down there. Take him lightly. He doesn't look like a leaper. He doesn't look like he can be
that big, that recruited, that well spoken of. But that
pushes the ball up. Seeing Jones on the left, nice little shovel pass, and for the 2.
They got to give it. Princeton gets back on defense. Redden open from the baseline.
Good shot that time at Redden.
The game, Ed, and he comes up with some points.
Well, the Haddonfield, New Jersey native
came back down. The first thing they started doing was bouncing on their feet.
Damon Santiago.
Come on, Mike Jones.
Good pass by
Glenn Stokes.
So he scored 12 in less than 10 minutes.
Scarlet Knights.
Well, Michael Jones, extremely quick at 6'5", and the junior guard has been all over the floor. And as you see, Jeff Mitchell.
Here comes Rutgers down by 3. Poked away by Bodkin, but right to Steve Worthy.
And Darrell Smith, offensive rebound. Right up.
That lineup, Jones inside, got the kiss off the glass, but Jones has done it all.
There. Be tired with all this pounding and beating he's getting.
Worthy all the way in, and the Scarlet Knights take the lead with 12 minutes and 15. Worthy all the way in. Worthy all the way in. Worthy all the way in, and the Scarlet Knights take the lead. Tim Higgins was ready to slap him with a tee. Brown stripped by Santiago. Down the floor, Darrell Smith rolls it in.
All the way, almost knocks it in, and does.
Very nice crossover dribble. Can't get it.
Got nothing, but a good follow.
That's
Jamal Phillips.
That's the difficulty.
Can't get it. Wilson can't hold it. And Smith scores.
Redden kicks back to Lumpkin. His three-point shot. Rutgers gives Princeton a debate. Gene Monjay says traveling. Wenzel.
The travel is out overruling the foul call because he walked with the referees and had actually taken place.
Unless you get the 3 in the NBA, right?
We call that a pro step. We don't call it.
That's right. That call ignited the crowd and Bob Wenzel, and right now with 11:53 to play here in the second half. Cannon scoring. Here's Lumpkin, picks up the loose ball and nails it.
Oh, he seems a little bit tired, and he's forced the ball. Jones again.
Floor leader, the Pearsons. See if Rutgers can take advantage, and Alvin
playing the top of the zone. Mike Jones sees the opportunity and drives to the goal for 2. 12 points.
Back in. He got caught on the side. That's been it. There's Steve Worthy now. We picked up that technical. Team. Alvin Rich.
Steve
Worthy, the three-pointer. He hits. Well, he's heating up now. He's got.
As is Steve Worthy, who powers in.
DW.
Inside, it is Rich.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, Rich.
Up there. If you look at the Scarlet Knight himself.
Maybe he can knock down a 3. And Temple, not a good rebounding team as Daryl Smith slices to the basket for a deuce.
That's a long line to cover Worthy. Definitely a mismatch on the height and strength.
Phillips got it.
Down here at they're playing some very good basketball.
They did. Last year they did have a lot of Eagles, which made it difficult.
BJ all over Terry DeHare, getting him back in. Lumpkin still hasn't bought a shot yet.
Wow.
That one's a sail. 50.
Smith takes it home. Oh, baby! 6 points for Daryl Smith. Off to Daryl Smith. Takes it home. Off to Daryl Smith. Takes it home. Oh, baby! To Daryl Smith. Takes it home. To Daryl Smith. Takes it home. Oh!
Worthy strips Harper Williams. 2-on-1. Worthy will take it.
Off to Daryl Smith. Takes it home. Oh!
Youngblood had it stripped. Santiago scores the basket.
Wow, I thought it was going to be a jump ball. Weiler did too. Foul was called.
Phillips against Brigham. The Knights take the lead with 1:08 to play.
But the Owls able to break the press. No. Worthy. And it's showtime.
Good basket by Worthy. Hopefully some.
And it's showtime. And it's showtime. Showtime.
Whoa, Danny Hurley just got wiped out on a pick. Lumpkin for 3.
The pass. Herndon went for this all the way, and Darryl was right in there. Quick dunked him for 2. Foul, and he gets his. As he kicks.
Lumpkin spins at the foul line for 2.
Runcorn scoring a 16-point difference in the game as Steve Worthy.
Bullet pass to Jamal Phillips. That time.
Worthy.
And it's as though
You know, but a player of his ability, he can quickly change a game around, and he does it right there.
He's in no man's land. He tries a nice little move, but on guys 6'10" and over.
Now inside to Weiler.
Rich goes long range from the corner and hit. Here's the reversal. Santiago for 3.
Rutgers, Worthy, yes, and it makes it a 3-point game. You know what you need here. 8:20 left in the ball game. It's Seton.
I'm sure he can sense his team's on the brink right now, hoping that this stretch is going to give them that type of confidence and
And threw it off the glass.
Lumpkin.
Pearsall rejected into the stands.
And who else? Jamal Phillips of Rutgers.
By 8. Lumpkin for 3.
Alvin Rich.
Kenneth Lumpkin with the force that he makes. Some pretty good assistance.
On Brown, 3-on-1. Brown blocked by Lumpkin. Here's Daryl Smith. The reverse jam by Daryl Smith. He's got 9. The reverse jam. The reverse jam.
Santiago tries to answer back. He hits the 3 and a foul. Well, that's a great way.
Worthy down the lane, floats it up and in. A 2-point.
Hilscher screens for Jackson. It's blocked. Weiler to Alvin Rich. He's hammered by Jackson. Counted and the foul.
Can you believe it?
Sean Jackson nailed Alvin Rich.
Game. 6.5 to go. Whedon with 13. Worthy hacked in the act and it
seconds to go. It's none of this, no time for shake and bake. It's time.
It's just game 80s easily, right? He'll keep going and pushing the throttle, but you've got to think also, PJ, the two guards that play them.
Nothing else. They get the opportunity.
For 9 points, but the Knights were just 6 of 21 from long distance. Freshman Jamal Phillips had 16 points for Rutgers, leading the Scarlet Knights. They had 4 players in double figures. The Scarlet Knights couldn't get it
up in full.
Lumpkin wants it. That's why he's 68-60.
Scarlet Knights to the victory here. Bob Wenzel's club ties it up here at 66 as he goes over his final second. Jones will take it. Second chance. Rutgers takes the lead
down. And you see Sean kind of swipes at it. He had to be cautious that he didn't get a breakaway foul, right.
Mejia running the point. Antoine Allen still in there. The steal.
Oh, no. Showtime.
They're going to count it. Daryl Smith.
Don't do it like that, Daryl.
He's had a rough time getting started this afternoon, but
take a look here. Even though he went...
Phillips. Nicely done. Jamal
loses the ball. Alvin Rich spins and scores.
It's a great run that right.
A team that in a program that had 10 straight losing seasons as Daryl Smith jams in the rebound. Season as losing season and season as Daryl Smith.
It's going to be very difficult for them to repeat the feat. Mike Jones inside again.
Faithful felt the referees weren't up to snuff.
Jones with the rebound, the pump, and he's got it. Danny Hurley.
And you see the looks. Cuts Haynes at center court. Jones got away from the fracas, and Bobby Wenzel out on the floor to settle Donnell Lumpkin down. And
well, if you thought Rutgers was going to give it up, having come off 4 losses, David Santiago answered.
Found the 50th ranked team as far as strength of schedule. Lumpkin, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Straight in the Big East. Mark Redden at 3-point basket.
Now they can get him in a hurry and set that press up. Good shooter here.
Rich knocks that one down. Down 3.
At UMass is
shooters. They all have this mentality. They don't really look where they are. They just get the ball and go. And
well, you know, you've heard it's
a walk-on. And take your pick here, guys. Worthy. Worthy with...
Not shy, we know that. There's Phillips. Phillips not afraid in there.
Spin. Nice. And deal. 74.
Trying to get untracked in the Northeast Conference. And Wayne Zook, who lost Alex Sturm to a knee injury. And then Andy Partee, also to injury. His Hawks going through some injury woes. And that's 4 on Jamal.
Jamal definitely feel that he had all ball that time.
I thought Santiago to Phillips in the lane. Jamal gets it to go down.
Poked away. Worthy. And West Virginia throws it back. Rutgers down by 2 will take it over with 2 minutes and 24 seconds to play. There's a timeout.
Throw shooter about to go to the line. Wenzel will take the opportunity to map this last 2-minute tempo, and there are 2 future basketball players.
Too wide open. Too wide open. Saw that after missing a shot. You've been off all day long, and something like that happens, especially when you need a basket.
Now Rutgers down by 5. The attendance here at the Athletic Center tonight, 5,834. And we should remind you, we'll be back here to him.
Rich, though, follows up the miss. He hits plus the foul. Alvin Rich.
To the fall. Worthy again the follow. He finally hammers it.
Winchester over there to pinch, and that was
Cut off nicely. Under a minute to go. Rich fades, fires, scores.
And that will never get it done. I thought St. Joe's did a great job taking Rutgers out of the game early in the second half. Rutgers just couldn't come back from that. The leading scorer, Steve Worthy.
Now with 16 points, extending the St. Joe lead to 10. Murray misses.
To get an offensive rebound, just wouldn't figure Youngblood to miss 2 free throws, but they're very fortunate.
Was the stinger.
And on Tuesday night, counted at the buzzer. Darryl counted at the buzzer. Darryl Smith, the exclamation point as they win it by the final of 86-73. Bob Wenzel and Ted Fiore exchange greetings.
There's the long shot off the three-point. He gets the foul by going in the Bakken to get the contact.
Leftwich may have gotten away with one. Here's the steal, Steve Worthy. And the tomahawk jam. And the tomahawk jam. And the tomahawk jam. And the tomahawk jam. It is patient. Leftwich may have gotten away with one. Here's the steal, Steve Worthy. And the tomahawk jam. Rutgers up 46-41.
And I think Princeton can turn the lights out. Give them 2. Great block by Worthy. Weiler.
And this one is all over. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights beat the Princeton Tigers, ending their 29-game home unbeaten streak, 46-41. And look at the scene at Bob Wenzel and the Scarlet Knights.
Unbelievable. Great finish to a great game.
Here it is, Steve.
Oh, well, it's going to be rough. I just try to tear the rim down. That's what I wanted to do.
Bob, how do you coach this?
Well, you don't coach this, but the dunk is nice, and that's the exciting part. But really, the part that makes the play is his anticipation on